if I'm honest. I can't quite believe what's happened this evening. When you see a fish like that, that is just taking things to a whole new level. That's the thing that I lay at bed at night and I sit there and I dream about every evening. That is the moment. ParkerBaits social. Not only throwing up a load of fish, but throwing up something absolutely mind-blowing. 48.7. That is it, that is the pinnacle of your carp fishing. The thing was, I'm lost for words. I really can't put into words how I feel right now, and I didn't even catch the fish. It was wide, it was wonderful. Everybody's here. Come on the carp, come on the ParkerBaits. Yeah.
We got the G4, baby. Get in there. Come on. Have a little dance. Come on the ParkerBaits.
Hey, what's going on guys? It's Ben and Tom from ParkerBaits and we're here at Oxlease for another ParkerBaits social. We're both quite excited and looking forward to the next 3 nights, Tom?
3 nights, everyone's here until Sunday. Today is Thursday, the rods have just gone out, it's 12 o'clock now.
Rods out!
I'm here till 12 o'clock Sunday, so there's a good few days that people can make it happen, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So the rods have just gone out, it's just gone 12 o'clock, it's about 10 past 12 now. Like I said, I'm excited, I know Tom is, and everybody's a little bit like this around the lake at the moment. So we're going to bring you on our journey over the duration next 3 nights and show you hopefully some absolute bangers. So just before I start this video guys, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and hopefully myself and the team can bring you an absolute banger. I'll see you in a bit. Did I just see a bunny hop? Got your Parker-mobile?
Cheers, thanks to Andy. My eyes are watering, that's how quick I'm going.
We got a fish on!
That's where that fish showed as well.
It did.
Mr. Jordan himself is into a fish.
10 to 1.
10 to 1, so it's taken 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
50 minutes, and I was standing here talking to him. How's it going, mate? Loving the bivvy. Right hand rod, really aggressive. And he's onto a NossaPig. And has he got first fish? He's got first fish!
Come on!
Good Rob?
Yeah, mate, no.
Happy days, happy days. £21 on the nose.
Joking, lovely.
So Bosh, there it is. First one for you, mate.
Ripper.
And he's won himself 5 kg of bait for first fish as well, and a few other little bits in there as well. So mate, £21 on the nose, scaly banger.
Come on.
And I won't say what you called it on, it's a little bit cheeky, but maybe we'll let you know at the end of this video. So yeah, look at that, first fish, and I know you're eager to get your rods back out, mate, so I'll shut up and I'll see you all soon. Well done, mate.
Get in. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, he's eager.
Yeah.
Is she?
Nearly got me wet.
Well in, bud. Come on.
First fish, there was a 5 kg bundle, one of the Carp's clothing bucket hats for the man himself, Jordan.
Hey,
go,
well done, mate.
Delivered to the bivvy.
Thank you very much.
No problem,
what
mate.
service that is.
Me and Rob are on a little mission. We're going to go around and have a little chat with a couple of people. Now we're going to kick it off with Tom Chunkster. So the YouTube channel is at the top of the screen now. Go check him out. Proper legend, sound bloke, and definitely fits in absolutely perfect with all the ParkerBaits boys for sure, Rob. So yeah, we're going to pop in there now. It's been sort of, if I'm honest with you, it's been quite slow across the board at the moment. Obviously Jordan had that early one, and then the cross board's been quite slow. Everybody's sort of, some people putting bait out, some people aren't, some people are just fishing bags, aren't they? So
Yeah,
there's literally a bit
I
of
think
everything.
the first start of the day is going to be if you can nick a bite at the start. There's all these leads going in. We've got what, 37 swims, say three leads a swim. So it's going to spook the fish at first, but I think if you can nick a bite at the start, you will. And I think I'll quiet it off until this evening.
100%, 100%. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an active 3 nights for sure.
It really
We've done
is.
3 laps
We're
already.
going to be knackered. Yeah, we're going to be knackered. I'm already feeling it. So yeah, let's go and see Chunkster himself. There he is, the absolute monster. And, crikey, that was about 2 inches off that GoPro. Look where he's got his GoPro set up. So close, mate. So close. So what peg is this? I don't even know myself.
Peg 15.
Peg 15.
Yep.
So what you doing then, mate? What you done with your rods?
Right, originally I had left one out at 13, middle one out just under 20 on that spot I just spawned into there.
Yeah.
And there's a nice little gravel path straight towards, I think, the T-swim going to be there. So that's where T's going.
Correct,
You've got
mate. Yeah.
T's
Yeah.
and his swim
So-
just over there.
Got an OG fish pop up on that one, on the gravel spot.
Yeah.
If you look at that mix.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
much
Let's have a look at the
it's
mix.
pretty much all particle in there with some hemp, and you've got OG fish
Oh,
and fruit and nut.
we've got exclusive.
Some chopped up in there, you've got the sauce in there.
Both boilies. I know Chunkster likes to fish both boilies. I think you got fruit and nut, 40 mils, bit of hemp, bit of maize. Naughty little mix that.
6 wraps out, it was, you can see a bit of it there.
Jacuzzi.
Yeah, just fizzing. And we think there's quite a lot of silt just about there.
Yeah.
So that's why we're seeing all the bubbles and all the fizzing, but there's still more over there going up.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've been showing, they've been breaching. So I've moved this left rod in a lot closer.
Close. Yeah, yeah.
I've got a right one close as well, 6 wraps. We've got a fish where they're showing you, haven't you?
Yeah,
We've got a
100%.
fish where they're like,
100%.
where they're showing you where they are. So I'm going to leave that one out at range for now. That's going to be the range one on the baited spot.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what does the bites, the big beds of bait, the solid bags, or I've just literally catapulted a few freebie singles over.
You've tried a bit of
I want
everything, then,
everything.
basically touched all bases.
Yeah.
There you go. So he's got all bases covered here, and hopefully over the next couple of days we can come back down and he can show us some absolute NossaPig.
Really excited, lads. Really excited. It's good. It's good stuff.
So there you go. As we've said that, or Tom's just said about the boshing, one's literally boshed right there. There's a lot of fizzing all round in close, so it's good. Like, you don't have to fish that far out. You know, you can, underarm to a degree and make it happen. So there they are.
Little liner on it. I was like,
Head round here. This is lovely as well, isn't it? I've done all the new fencing. Just going to keep heading round on our travels now. We're not going to touch base with everyone, but over the duration in the next few days we certainly will. So there it is.
you gonna go for it? Not go for the bird.
Peg 15. Come on. The carp. So you join me in Callum's peg in peg 18. Now look at this water out in front of him. But how are you, mate?
Very well, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Yeah, very, very good. So talk to me then, mate. What you done with your 3 rods?
Right, so quite limited with obviously the space, sort of pending a little bit. Got a lovely snaggy margin over to my left.
Yeah.
So I've been out there, got the marker lead out. Found out it sort of slopes away from about 6 foot into potentially 8 to 10 foot.
Love
So I've
that.
got
Yeah.
a solid bag in there, no bait round it. Spot out straight in front of us, 10 wraps. Put a fair bit out, I'd say probably about a kilo, maybe 2 kilo
Right.
of OG fish, bit of particle, corn. Everyone
Got to
comes
be
to live.
done, mate. Innit?
Exactly
No carp doesn't love corn, should we say?
That's it, mate. And everyone just fished off that, about half a rod length off that spot.
Love that. So 2 on a spot, one to your left, and can we just take a second here? Look at this setup, mate. That is naughty, innit? Look at that. Everything perfect.
That's the engineering me coming
Oh, is that Jag? Is it set up? You got the Dalkin alarms, and the bobbins are literally on point. You know, a man from my own art. Although mine looks nothing like that. I got these though, mate. They're brilliant, aren't
They're
they?
unreal, aren't they?
Absolutely brilliant. I love the you can get different. Anybody who's watching this, these are the Jag Buttress. You can get coloured inserts for these. I think I've got yellow ones, but you can get, I think, purple, red, all different colours, which is quite tarty and a bit nice.
So I might go and match them to me alarm colours. I might do, but I don't know yet. That's proper tight.
That is tarty, mate. That is. So there it is. That's Callum's peg, and hopefully he can make it happen. It's nice to get out on the bank with Calf. To be fair, I think this is the first time me and you actually got out together, haven't we? Although we're not fishing together, it would be nice to have a chat. I'm sure I'll pop over and have some laughs over the next few days. But yeah, what a peg, and fingers crossed he can make it happen. Come on, the carp. Right, so this is size peg. and I'm sure we're going to touch base with him more over the next couple of days. Someone who comes up linear one hell of a lot, and it'd be nice to sort of pick his brains and see what's going on in this peg. You're a little bit restricted in this peg, you can't cast massive wraps, but the fish do get in here. And if I move round to my right, and what we've done is this time for the viewers, we've tried to match the pegs. So if you're looking at peg 21, this is peg 21 when you're here, and then you've got Matt up there, and again we'll touch base with him. Short chuck this one, that's 9 wraps I think it is, tops. And yeah, and again the fish do get in there. We're going to head on round now and head to Lewis in the disabled peg, and he reckoned the mother lode was down here earlier. So yeah, it's not quite nice to touch base with everyone, and whilst it's not raining, because tomorrow it's meant to come in, and I want to try and speak to a couple of people. So before it rains tomorrow, it's going to be a nightmare. But you've got a little position here. Again, nobody's fished the lake before on Oxlease. You've got a little bit where you're not allowed to put your rods out here, but you can put your rods out, but you can bait and do your bits and bobs there. So continue going round. Happy days. So peg 22 back on our travels, and this is Lewis's peg. Here he is.
How you doing, mate? Right?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So happy then, mate? Well, to
Yeah,
begin with, you weren't,
happy.
were you?
Nah, but I had all the fish were down the other end, so
Yeah,
I was hoping to get a swim down that end.
Yeah.
And then it obviously ended up the furthest down the other end.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
possibly could. I've got here this morning, there was a lot of fish showing outside the front of the swim. I've had a few crash to the right hand side, where T's going to be next door.
yeah. You got a lovely bay to your left here, haven't you, where you can fish up
but as,
into?
look at them out there now fizzing up, can you see them? Just to the right. But yeah, they're fizzing up like mad up there. It's gone a little bit quiet the last couple of hours, liners have stopped. But I'm fairly confident for tonight.
Fingers crossed, mate. If anybody can make it happen, I'm sure you will, mate. So we've been out a lot, me and Lewis, recently. So here's his peg. There's Rob. Lovely setup again. Look at that. And you've got a lovely bit of water. So you demand a big bit of water in front of you, but the one for me here in this peg is down there. That's sometimes the mother lode is in there, and you can bag up. You really can bag up. I've seen fish, I've watched fish, myself and Rob, and a peg that doesn't come up very often, but when it does and the wind's blowing down here, it's one I certainly jump in. So this is Lewis's peg. My money's on he's going to have a few. A 23 was T's peg. Now Mr. 40, Mr. 40 is going in this peg when he turns up later on today. Oh, here he is, the man of the moment. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Just
good?
going to get some bits out the car.
Yeah, lovely jubbly, mate.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly. I'm sure we'll touch up with this man over the duration in the next few days.
Yeah.
Updates?
Hey, please ignore the phone, broke my iPhone, but...
Back. Feels like a good fish. It's taken...
Oh,
Oh, that's good though, mate, isn't it? Look at that,
we gotta walk
Lukey.
all around the other
It
side.
looks like we're going to be going that way in a second.
Just hooked into my first fish in a competition. Absolute mega drop back. Feels like a good fish. It's taken stripping line off the reel, and the clutch is not loose at all. So hopefully I got myself a banging.
But this is Dino's peg, my cousin, and here he is. Here he is. Look at that, mate, for a setup. Very stealthy there. Your tip's just over. Lukey's netting a fish. Lukey's netting a fish. Go on, Lukey! Yes! So this is peg 28, and there he is, Mr. Rome's brother. And everybody's thinking who Mr. Rome is. Is he in the dancing machine? And then you've got peg 29, which I think is Jack Newman. Now, in the last social, I'll put it up on the screen now, he had a lovely comment, very good angler. And again, someone I don't get out with very often, but a very good friend of mine in Tom's. This is Oscar, and it wasn't that long ago, mate, you're up here doing the British Young Carp Angling Championships, weren't you? You done alright in that, nicked a few fish early, didn't you? Done well. But unfortunately the fish moved to the other end, didn't they? And it was one of them. But he's back, and he's back for some business, and he's Luke opposite. Obviously in a second we're just going to go around and touch base with Luke, but they're obviously in front of you, mate, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what have you done?
Got 3 on the spot towards that tree over there.
Yeah.
Got 2 on the bags with a bit of OG fish pellet in them. with
Okay.
a match and hatch wafters. On the right one, I've got a little slipty with a pink Magic Bean in there.
Lovely. So you got a bit of everything. And if you look
Yeah.
down there, Rob, look how tight. If anybody, I tell you, Oscar is the man when it comes to, I said to him last time I was up here, I made a joke, and he said, and I think I said something to him like about casting, you know, casting over 20. Yeah, mate. He goes, no problem. I can cast. I think 27 wraps
Yeah,
with a bag,
yeah.
didn't you, or something? You said to me, and I mean, he's not, you know, in comparison, he's not the tallest man in the world, but he makes it happen. So good luck, mate. I
Yeah,
really
thank
do.
you.
Fingers crossed you can make it happen over the
Hopefully,
duration of the
yeah.
next few days, but I'm sure you will.
Yeah,
I'll give you one of them. Good luck, mate, and I'll touch base with you later
Thank
on.
you.
Happy day.
Right, we've got a fish on. My neighbour Jim showed us how it's done. How many wraps out was that? 15. Nice.
What's happening,
Wow.
mate?
Stopped to speak to my dad, and we know Lukey had a fish in the net, and now apparently Peg 19's playing a fish. So we just left that swim not long ago, so it looks like we're going to
Running
Luke.
round, didn't we?
Back down there. But people are catching fish, it doesn't matter, does it? So I'm enjoying it. I think Ben's enjoying it too.
100%, mate. 100%. Good to be back out.
Oh,
and,
yeah, mate.
yeah, you better quickly get around there now and show you this fish. Happy days. Whee! So there he is, Lukey boy. How big then, mate?
£20 1 ounce.
First one for you.
Yep.
And second person to catch a fish, mate, at this point. And now a few other people have got some
Yeah.
behind me, but you're going to keep going, mate, aren't you?
Yep.
I'm
keep
sure
going.
you'll smash it.
Hopefully, we can get ourselves a trophy by the end of it. But it's still early days,
It is, mate.
so hopefully I'll get a few more.
Get in there. Well done, Lukey.
They've been nuts down here, haven't they? It's all about like six, 7 wraps out. No, not far out at all. It's typical, innit? I come here, I put about 10 spoms out, like quite far, and then I was like, I have to bring it in. Have to bring it in. It's too many. Oh, he's climbing right, look at him go. Sorry, mate, my rods are back-leaded anyway, so.
Well, there it is. Peg 14, what an absolute banger. What an absolute banger. We've obviously got to zero the sling off and I'll touch base with you exactly what it weighs, but I mean, can we just take a second? Look at them scales. Look at that. Hopefully, the first of many. Well in, mate.
Right, well I just caught a fish, first fish of the session, but I have to admit it was a trailer. I picked up someone else's line. It was a weird bite. I got a few beeps on my alarm, lifted into it, and there was a lot of slack, and I reeled in the slack, and then it sort of like, it was just like a dead weight. It wasn't fighting. I thought I was snagged up, and then all of a sudden I started feeling it kicking. And Josh come around, didn't you, Josh? And we sort of got the fish closer and closer and closer, and then all of a sudden we could see my rig, and it was attached to a twig, a branch. And then attached to the branch was another line with somebody else's rig on. and the fish was there, so it was pretty nuts. But 35.6 was it? 35.6. So if this wasn't a trailer, it would be a PB, but obviously I can't count it. But I'm going to show you anyway. But yeah, big mirror. And there he is. What an absolute submarine. Look at the thickness of him. But yeah, 35.6. Let's get him back. A lot happier than he was when he came out.
Has anyone fed a swan from their hands, do you reckon? Right. Okay, you're a bit too keen. You're a bit too keen. On it. Ow! On. Ah, yeah. Nice one, Jim. That was a screamer. It literally screamed off. Just as I was getting my food ready. I'll put a message to the group chat. So Jim was just boasting about this net. You see it's just floating. This is one of the quarter ones. You won it in a raffle, didn't you? Yeah. So it's worth about 280 quid, that net. Oh, it's a nice looking fish. Big shoulders. Come in. Nice and dark as well. Go on, son. Go on, Jim, get it. Yes, number 2. Biggest, and is that most? I think that's most. That's nice. Jim's now got the biggest fish and the most fish so far on the social. Hold on, Jim, mate. 22.5. Well done, buddy.
Our first opportunity, we've been able to literally just sit down for 5 minutes all day because it's been mayhem, but it's been great seeing everybody on the ParkerBaits social. But obviously this was the last peg left and I am not complaining whatsoever. So there's a lot of fizzing and there's a lot of crashing, there's a lot of activity. So at the moment my head's all like this, and I know Rob and I know Steve's is as well. But I've just kept it simple. Don't want to spook them off the air. 2 bags straight on the fizzing, and I've had a couple of fish crash out, like flop straight on the spot. So there's clearly fish out there. Rob's doing the right thing because he's had his rods out. I've had my rods out, I don't know, not long. Still fizzing out there, but I think he's putting his zig out now, and that's exactly what he's doing right behind me. So we can see exactly what they're doing. There is fish showing, but are they up in the water? Are they low in the water? Although there is fizzing out there, so it's a hard one, but hopefully we can work it out and nick a few fish whilst we've got a bit of time to ourselves, and we go from there. Happy days. Wow, would you believe it? This man is on fire at the moment. Old Stevie boy's in. And he's flicked a single out on the margin while he's been editing in there, and then look, his rod screamed off. He's the first one to have one in the peg. Absolutely unbelievable. So I'm going to put the camera down now and hopefully we can get this one in. Get in there, Stevie boy. Look at that, mate. So Steve's done it again. How are you feeling, mate?
I'm buzzing, honestly. Second fish today, and not even the biggest fish, but this is a PB common for me. So
PB common. 25.8, wasn't it?
25.8.
25.8, yeah, 25.8, lovely. Got some lovely reds in it, this fish.
As well.
A little bit dark on top. Happy days, and well done, mate. Absolutely smashed it. And what do you have it on?
It was a Magic Bean Wafter, pink one.
Pink one, yeah.
Whittled down a little bit, and with OG fish boilies on the top.
You literally catapulted a few pulps over the top, didn't you, mate? And you made it happen.
Yeah, mate.
Well done, mate. Well done. Smashed it. So there it is, there's the other side. Lovely one, mate, absolute banger. Get some close-ups for you. Look at that. Like a patch on it there. Definitely know if you had that one again. Well done, mate. Look at that, mate. Wow. Lovely. Right, wow, myself and Rob are in the bivvy. I've even put my beanie on because the temperature's definitely dropping and my foot, I'm in absolute agony. All that water, how much
We've done
walking
about
we done?
3 laps of Oxlease today, which is probably about 1.5 miles in total, so yeah, a lot of walking.
Yeah, so we've done a lot of walking, and my right foot, I think I've got some shoes and they've been rubbing. I've got blisters all up the side of one side of my foot and the other, but we won't go into detail there, and I won't be giving you any close-ups of that.
You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see that. But yeah, the darkness is in, it's absolutely pitch black out there now, can't see nothing, but what we can hear is plenty of fish, and it's going off out there. There's some hippos jumping, mate, in there.
Yeah, and Jim down there.
Yes.
Peg 14.
Peg
14, yeah.
So this is his second fish now.
Second fish, yeah. He had one earlier at 28 something.
Absolute scaly banger.
Which is, as it stands, the biggest fish.
Biggest fish so far, yeah.
And
right.
he's had a 22 something. I can't remember exact ounces.
So we'll put the pictures up on the screen now of that one. But mate, well done, absolutely smashing it. And a gentleman that comes up here quite a lot.
Yeah, someone I met up here a couple of years ago and just carried on speaking to ever since, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So there it is. We're going to leave it at that. But I wanted to keep you in the loop. If you have any further action with obviously some beeping in the background.
Can't forget Steve. Can't forget Steve.
Can't forget Steve. No, Steve. He's turned up the last couple of days. Like the blokes, ever since we fished Wood Lakes Fishery Lodges.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
We went there a couple of weeks ago, myself and Steve. We don't really get out on the bank very often, and he went up there. He had a fish, and we were both buzzing about it. And then he's come up here. We done a quick overnighter yesterday, and he's flicked the rods out, and he's caught another one. So I'll put that up on the screen now. Hey, there you go, Steve. Just a quick one before the social, mate. Lovely scales.
Thought I'd show you boys how it's done.
You know, mate. You know, done it again.
Talking about 25.
Yeah, I'll give it that, mate. give it 25, maybe just under, but look, lovely apple slices down there. And Stevie boy is onto a bit of a winner lately, mate. You're out and about and you're making it happen, so fair play to you. We'll get some quick pictures, get it back, and then head over and see everybody for the social. But well done, lovely quick one before the social. Get in there, Stevie boy.
Cheers.
We didn't manage to weigh it, but I'm going to say it was about 24.5, 25 pushing, maybe just over, but it was a good fish. It was a good fish, and he done well to get that. The rod absolutely screamed off, and he done it again whilst I sat there and blanked right next to him. So nah, fair play to Steve. It was nice to get a rod out with Connor yesterday, but it was also very nice to see Steve in action again. Comes into this peg, we're all here, get our rods out. He goes, I'm going to do some editing, Ben, I need to get some stuff done. So he's getting all his editing done, he's sitting in there. Me and Rob sort of really thinking about what we're doing with our rods. He goes, yeah, I'm going to just flick one out. So he does his absolute masterclass of a cast. It went underneath this bush to our right. And I'll put that up on the screen now so you can see that. Right in the middle, right up close against this tree. He's put it there. How he's done it, I do not know. And he sat there editing away. He goes, oh, am I in? And his rod's buckling round, absolutely buckling around. I think I was on the phone to Rob at the time. I'm like, Steve, you're in. He's like, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. So he's playing his fish, and yeah, it was a bit of a moment, to be honest. So I'm sure you're seeing it all on the screen now. But yeah, Steve, mate, what a moment. I know you're watching this now because you're editing it. But absolutely smashed it, mate. And PB Common, and what was it?
25.8.
25.8.
Yeah.
Well done, Steve.
Go on, Steve.
Yes.
Right, well, we're in peg 18. It's Callum's swim. And he's got a fish. Any size, mate?
Yeah, mate, happy days.
Yeah? 20 is
margin spot.
Margin spot, was it?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Nice.
Solid bag, right up against the snags.
Nice, mate.
It's all rough. Happy days.
Well done, let's get this fish done then.
So the Callum, the Camo King, as always, I knew this would happen. He was upset with the swim he drew, but he's in the corner and swim number 18. Is it 18?
18, mate, yeah, that's it. And what was that, 22, wasn't it?
Yeah, 22 pound common, mate.
Absolutely immaculate.
You nicked this for, what was the margin, wasn't it? Left rod margin.
Yeah, right to the snags, solid bag, and a little magic bean. Little yellow magic bean.
Do you want a little send a message to South Coast to say that's how you bring in a fish?
No, I'm not calling anyone out, mate. You have a 40 out now, you watch. No, I'm just happy to be off the mark, lads. So.
Well done, mate.
Days.
22. Well done.
Buzzing. Cheers. £22 common. Happy days.
Nice, mate. There you go.
What have you got there, mate? What was it? Snickers, Reese's Pieces,
Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain.
And how many you got in there?
Well, we thought we ordered one, but if you look underneath, oh, look at that under there as well. Can't forget the ice cream as well.
Ice cream.
What is that? That looks
what
nice.
You got there, Steve?
Gone for the old banana banoffee waffle.
Lovely.
Got a little bit of ice cream as well.
Ice cream.
Oh, that looks
with
nice.
a view.
With a view.
With rain. But we'll have a nice.
Here we go, the solid bagman strikes again. Just sat in my bivvy, having a bit of fun with my TikTok viewers. If you don't know, Big Mutt Carper on TikTok, just started it. We're having a bit of fun with the viewers.
Eating.
I've just had an OG fish wafter.
Covered in flat spot, the whole smelly
monster crab, smelly everything. Just for the viewers, because we are on a 10 win streak. If you know about TikTok, you'll know. And as I've had the pop-up, I've just swallowed it. And as I've swallowed it, the rod's gone off for the viewers. Look, show them the camera on the floor, brother.
It.
My viewers are there live on the floor. Shout out everyone. And the rod has melted off.
Right, we'll put this camera down, mate. Get this fish in the net then.
Thank you very much, brother.
And here we go, we're on Connor's peg. And we was watching him on his live TikTok, and we seen the live take in our bivvy, so I come running over, but go on, mate, do you want to tell us how you had it?
Yeah, as you all know, solid bagman again, back in action. Solid bags out here at Oxlease, 20 wraps out with a bit of OG fish crumb over it for a change. Put a bit of spot out tonight, and heard them showing over on the live TikTok. Next thing you know, the rod rattled off. They'll drop it in now, Steve managed to screen record the live take,
Yeah,
so
he did.
he'll get that in the video. Honestly, appreciate you guys. Here we go, we're on! We're on! We got a live take! Up the ParkerBaits, baby! Woo! And yeah, she's probably mid-double, high double. Don't know, we'll get it weighed for the scoreboards. And we'll get it slipped back, and fingers crossed for many more. The night's young, guys.
Sure you will, mate. Well done.
Big up the ParkerBaits, guys.
Go on.
Right, here we go then. Peg number 29. Jack's getting beaten up.
Yeah,
by this lovely looking 21 mirror. It's got 4 proper apple slice scales at the front here, and then another couple towards the back, but that's good. Good darts that, mate. Fair play.
Cheers, buddy.
Didn't wake you up, did it?
No. I was sort of drifting off, but I had a few beeps, and yeah, I just had the rod rip off, so.
And there is the other side. Beautiful. What on, mate? Happy days.
Join me in the first night. Got absolutely woken up to an absolute screamer of a run from this lovely blank saver. This was off the 20 wrap rod, off the baited spot. I put up a lovely little fight. Man, she's angry, so plenty of time to rest. With this, with this lovely 15, was it 15.7? 15 pound 7. Well, actually, I have to convert this. It's 15.7 pounds, so I have to convert that 0.7 into ounces. But yeah, what a lovely little blank saver this was. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this actually come off an OG Fish 14mm pop-up. Match the hatch. There you go. OG Fish pop-up. Match the hatch. Absolutely buzzing with that. So I'll get some stills and we get this lovely creature back. Just about to spom out some more bait on the 20 wrap rod, and as I was just had the rod in my hands, as I was about to go, this proper scaly banger, 23 pound beautiful Oxlease mirror. Look at that, absolute fantastic fish. That is awesome. So that come off an OG Fish Wafter, again at 13 wraps on the baited spot. 23 pound. There you go. What a fish. What a fish. Ooh, fighting away as well. Yeah, this is awesome, guys. 2 fish in space of what, 30 minutes, Jim? It's mental. So yeah, happy days with that one.
So I've just woken up and Toby in peg 11 has his 26 pound on the nose, mate. Would you have that one on?
That was on the Fish OG. And a little
fish.
bit of yellow topper.
Lovely,
Beautiful.
mate.
Spot on.
And you had one in the night, didn't you, when it was really bad pouring down with rain?
Yeah, this is 3rd time lucky. I've lost 2.
Oh no.
Had one yesterday afternoon that I lost, and lost one during the night. But this little bird beauty come in. 3rd time lucky on the OG Fish.
Lovely, mate. Well
Proper.
done.
Of her own accord. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sweetie pie.
Well. If there was a prize for smallest fish, I think Connor's got that one at the moment. What's this one weigh at?
£13.8, guys, but size regardless. She's a beautiful common. Fish number, oh, she's a lively one as well.
Yeah, fish number 3. She's playing up a little bit.
So we'll just get this one straight back. Just try and give us a go. Lovely colours on it.
That puts you at first place with most fish at the moment, doesn't it?
First place with most fish. Had a 16 something and a 26 last night as well, guys. So that's 3 fish for me. Unfortunately, I lost one as well this morning. Would have been 4. But the first night, still 2 more nights. So come on the ParkerBaits and up these NossaPigs, eh, baby?
There she is. Touch over £30. Come on, the 2nd one of the year. Both at linear.
Turning into a bit of an animal, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, mate, white Magic Bean in a solid bag with the OG mini mix, injected with some fruity flat spot. You can't go wrong. This is the result. So look at the width of the girl. Look. I thought I'd show you the other side, but yeah, there he is. Absolutely banging. Rob, do you want to hold the tail quickly? I was just going to say, like, Reminds you of a fish that Ben caught at Topper on Big Haze. What was it? It's split
tail. We'll put it up on the screen now. Very similar. So Bosch, there it is, 33#8, mate, and what an absolutely heavy thing, mate. I'm not used to this. Very similar, but look at that.
Are you watching Ian Rome?
Yeah! Get in there, mate. And no, not is it
not quite a PB.
Not quite a PB,
no.
but another 30.
Yeah, it'd have to be 31 to be a PB.
I'll give you a fish
Not
bump,
far
mate.
off. Cheers,
Smashed
mate.
it again. Well done. And his YouTube's on the screen right now.
Cheers, mate.
Here he is, the old boy. Well, the boy. How's it going, then, mate? And bit of a slow night, but you've
I've woken up to one.
Woken up to one. And what did we give it? 21.
It's 12, isn't it? 21-12.
Yes,
21-12.
yes. 21-12. Look at that.
Beauty, mate, beauty.
What'd you have it on, mate?
Took me off the mark. Couple of bits of maize, fished on particle with OG fish and bit of everything.
Bit of everything in a
honest,
proper,
mate, yeah.
proper Parker buffet.
Yeah.
We'll quickly show you the other side and then we'll get this one back. Oh, we got awful. Look at that fin, mate. Look at that. It's amazing, mate.
Boy.
Amazing. So yeah, there's the other side, guys. Dean's smiling. And hopefully that's the first of many. Well in, Dino.
Thank you very much.
Well, there it is, second fish for me. 24 pounds. Mirox screaming tea. Bosch puts me up the leaderboard.
Hey, go on, Lukey boy. And as I'm doing that, he's getting liners. Come on the ParkerBaits. And come on, Lukey boy. Get in there.
So here it is then, second fish of the session. And this time, little common. It's quite short and fat, bit like me. So we call this one Aaron. There we go, yeah. I think this is a better side, to be fair. Pretty much scale perfect. And look at the colours on it as well. But again, another solid bag, 12 wraps, and this came off the same rod that I caught the 30 on probably about half an hour later. And this one graced my net, so happy days.
Right then, guys, well, it is update time and it's the morning of now, the next morning, and believe it or not, how many fish have come out now? 19?
19 fish in
19
total.
fish have come out, so there's been a little bit of a gap, but it's been, yeah, it's been a mad sort of morning slash night, to be honest with you. Last night we just crashed out. It was absolute. We were both knackered. We've been up since really early hours, but we're ready to go again, and we're timed to update you. So let's talk through what's come out then, mate.
Right, should we start with the new person holding biggest fish, which is the man himself, South Coast angler Aaron. He had a 30 pound 3 ounce, and then we've also so most fish now as well.
So yeah, so most fish now. Connor's jumped up now. He's had 3 fish, the 26. You've also Jack Newman's had one. Dean Parker's had one this morning. Lee's had one this morning. Luke's had another one this morning. Toby managed to nick one, which is obviously next door to sort of where we are, but he's also lost one as well. So a little bit gutted for him, but also glad he's had one. And obviously you know about Callum Tom, because they're the ones we got footage of last night. And is that Mark on there as well? Has had one?
Mark.
So Mark,
and he's got second.
Mr. Swimbooker. So there's 2 Swimbooker guys here. So you've got Andy and Mark, two gentlemen, and it's nice to see them getting in on the action. It really is. So Mark, fair play to you, mate. £29, absolute banger, and I'm sure you're seeing the picture on the screen now. So there it is. That is the update for now. And time to hopefully have a very eventful day in regards to loads of fish coming out. I'm sure there will be, mate, won't there?
I'm hoping so. The way we got a massive wind change to yesterday, southwesterly
the other
now,
end.
so
Nice
a
warm
lot
wind.
more fish have come more central down to this end. So hopefully today, people at the other end can get a bit of action as well today.
I agree,
Nice.
because a lot of the stuff has come from a lot of the fish have come from this end. And like you said, with the wind, they definitely do move on the wind here. That's 100%
warm
fact.
southwesterly.
And it's a lovely warm wind. You stand down there and Ian's pegging, you stand there and it's coming in his bay. He's there rubbing his hands together, Ian, and it's a lovely warm wind. So that is the update for now. Exciting stuff. My cousin's just turned up next door, and it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a few extra people turning up today. Missed the first bit, but they're going in the pegs that obviously they were drawn yesterday, so we'll touch up with them. Andy, Daz. And I think that's about it. And obviously
T's here now.
T's here now. Oh yeah, T's turned up.
Yeah, we're going to see him today.
So we go see him on the spot.
There again.
On the spot. So fish has just showed on my bag. We'll leave it at that. I'll see you in a bit.
What you got then, Steve?
Oh, well, I got 3 bacon rolls, mate. I don't know about you.
What you got 3, mate? No. Let's have a look at these then.
Have a look.
Is it bacon, sausage?
Yeah, bacon, sausage and egg.
And these?
With a Red Bull.
Oh, with a Red Bull, yeah. I'm tired, so that'll wake me up.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Ben, what do you reckon, mate?
What we got?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
And a Red Bull.
Should we show them?
Sure, come on, let's get it out. So this is from the burger van that's on Oxlease, and we had some Thai food from there last night.
And the Thai food was absolutely unbelievable. I got up, you know, I'm not. It's a hard one with Thai food. I mean, I've done Thailand beginning of the year, and some of it was good, some of it was bad. But that stuff we had, I had a Massaman curry last night, and special fried rice, and honestly, it was the best Massaman curry.
It was nice.
Yeah, so everybody was. We sort of shared it between us in the end. We all had a bit, and it was absolutely unbelievable. So we got egg, bacon, sausage in there. Happy blooming days.
Nice.
About to film Dalton's fish. The first one, he's got in the sling there, and I could just hear like a drag set screaming off, and I was like, I looked over, I could see his bobbin was just on the floor. I was like, right, he's just running. He's hooked into his second this morning. We were just both saying how we didn't have a wink of sleep last night because it was just disgusting.
45 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I've pulled a muscle on my back, but the reasons we didn't have much sleep, apart from the rain, well, you did because of the rain. Was because quite a lot happened. I'll show you. So to be fair, Callum actually had one late, so it was about what, 7 o'clock?
No, 9, half 9.
Oh dear.
Late.
At half 9?
Yeah.
This morning, our friend Mr. South Coast, who's over there somewhere, had an absolute blast. 2 fish on the bank. I think one of them he said was a 30.
£30, 2.
He's at the top. I think Aaron's at the top of the leaderboard at the moment for biggest fish. We cannot let him win that. We have to get a 30 between us. I managed to pull 2 out myself last night. One at about 3 o'clock in the morning. So one of them was 15 pound, I can't remember the ounces, and the other one was a 23 pound, lovely old boy looking mirror, real scaly banger, which was really good. So we're all on the scoreboard. I'm 1 place above Callum.
No, I think we've shifted because Luke's had that 24.
No, we're the same. Oh, it's Luke in between us. No, it's me and you are next to each other, as always, on the scoreboard. And yeah, Aaron's at the top. So we've all saved the blank. None of us are blanking, which is great. Everyone's catching. I just got such a bad back at the moment from sleeping on a really horrible bed chair for me. So we're basically going to get a bit of bait out. I've put a few spawns out this morning. That's before my neighbour Dalton actually got a run. Whereas we're filming his fish, you'll see. He's got another one in the net. So yeah, it's all been pretty chaotic this morning. Bite time has definitely happened. It's that low air pressure, isn't it? So I'm going to bring the rods in a moment. Gonna give it a couple more hours, get some baits back on the spots, but then I'm actually going to go off to the shop and get some materials. So in a rush after catching the fish at God knows what time in the morning, I think it was like 4, catching those 2 fish, I was keen to get bait back out. It was chucking it down, it was horrible, it was raining, I was absolutely soaked. And yeah, guys, note to self, don't ever cast your spom out thinking you're going to hit a clip at 20 wraps when it's still clipped up at 7. Yeah, you lose it quite quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the shop, get another spare spom, and some mesh PVA tubing, and that's gonna be done, and I'll get the rods back out this afternoon before it chucks it down again.
Sure he is, the man himself, Terry Earn, getting involved on the action. And if you haven't seen this gentleman before, we had a B2 social, mate, at the beginning of the year, didn't you? Had an absolute Nossa common. So here it is, the ParkerBaits social 2023 here on B2, a £39 common. Come on the Carp, come on the NossaPig.
Come on the OG fish.
Come on the ParkerBaits, baby! How big was it?
39.
39. Was that a PB for you at the time?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think you got pretty wet. Now, it's been quite hard going, but you've not just nicked this one, you've had a double take. So, so this one was 20, what did we say?
23.5, I think.
Yeah, 23.8. So lovely colourings there on the top of it, slightly darker, and some lovely apple slice scales up the back. Well in, mate, absolutely brilliant.
It was a
happy days. Fish number 2, slightly bigger this one, mate. Proper fat old thing, short but fat.
Just how we like them.
Just how we like them, you know, mate. Lovely jubbly. And what you been having them on?
Solid bags, mate.
Solid
A
bags.
little baited area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it again, the solid bags and another fish on the bank. Now I think that now brings us to 21 fish. So yeah, there we go. Happy days told and smashed it again. Get in there, brother. Well, he is, Si, and this is your local, mate, isn't it? It's like your back garden.
Yeah. Come here regular.
And you've nicked one. So this one was 28.8. And what'd you have it on, mate?
OG fruit and nut in a BVA bag.
Happy days.
Lovely.
So there it is, there's the other side. What an absolute banger. And well done, Si. Get in there, mate. Smashed it. Wow, wow, wow. Josh, what have you done, mate?
Made up a little PVA bag, little white Magic Bean, OG fruit and nut this time.
Yeah.
Threw it straight to the island, a couple feet off, and within half an hour, this one is a result.
What was it? 29?
29.11?
29.12?
29.12.
And Josh, he's got a new PB, ain't you, mate? Yes! So absolutely brilliant. Nobody is getting us wet behind the camera because I'm giving Josh a hand here a little bit because it's an absolute whopper, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we call a NossaPig here at the ParkerBaits channel. So here we go. Well done, mate. New PB, and what a whopper.
Happy days.
Happy days. Absolutely brilliant, mate. So he's done it again. Joshy boy, mate.
New PB.
New PB. 29.12. Let her go then, mate. Well done.
Thank you, Mrs. Mirror.
There you go. Yes. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well, what's going on here, mate?
Oh, hello, boys!
Come on, mate, tell us.
A little bit quiet at the moment, mate.
Yeah.
I'm hoping with the wind changing that, we get on them. Seen a few bosh out before there. Daz has just turned up now, getting on them. And Connor and Courtney next door, Corey and Courtney next door, they've had a few bashing out down there. So hoping the luck changes, mate. Get on the old NossaPig, you know how it goes, baby.
Nice, mate.
No, we'll see how it goes. Still got 2 days left, so I'm still feeling confident. The bait's out there. When they get here, they're having it.
It's funny, it's a massive change because yesterday the wind was actually going down the other end, wasn't it? It was pumping down that way, and it changed this morning or sort of through in the night.
That's about 6 o'clock this morning. It changed down, but it's due to change back. I think it goes northwest westerly.
Yeah.
About 6 o'clock tonight, and then goes back down northwesterly till Sunday. Then. So I'm just hoping whilst it's down this way, it has calmed down a bit. I think it was like 18 mile an hour winds this morning.
It was bad.
It was horrendous. There was a few pegs pulled up. Fish just showed there. Yeah, I see.
I think that's on Daz's spot. That is.
Right.
Nice.
Right. So there it is. There's Ian's peg, and I'm sure we'll be round and to see the dancing man himself.
With a nice big nosser in my hands.
And it's nice to see him not in the factory and out on the bank for a change. So no.
Finally getting a holiday instead of somebody else fishing.
Put myself in it that time, didn't I? I'll see you in a bit. Right, well it's calmed down now, but a minute ago it was like an absolute tsunami rain out there. I've never seen anything like it. We got absolutely soaked, and I've jumped back in the bivvy now, staying there, trying to keep dry. And there's not much action around the lake at all at the moment, if I'm honest with you. Gareth next door is getting his rod out. He's fishing right tight up against the island. I'm sure over the next couple of days we'll touch base with Lynn and Gareth to see exactly what they're doing. But yeah, I do think that's a bite. It's one of them casts you've got to get absolutely on the money. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. It's the update for now. I'll see you in a bit.
Right, well, you look at this. Steve's rods. If I zoom in on that.
Now, we've been getting liners on this for a while, Rob, haven't we? And
Savage liners.
That is really, really interesting. Now, I've definitely learned something from this trip. Now, I always say when I come fishing, if I can learn something from that trip, even if I've blanked, I can take something away from it. Now he's been getting liners on his rods. That's been nowhere near his hook bait.
But fishing slack lines on these.
Slack lines, and look what happens.
Mad.
That's mad, isn't it?
Crazy.
Absolutely mad. That's nowhere near him. Like the bobbin was pulling up now, goes, I've got to hit that, mate. Well, a little update. It's coming up to sort of 5 o'clock now, and it's absolutely smashing it down still. Again, it's been on and off, if I'm honest with you. But we've got the rods out for a little period of time, whilst at the moment nobody's catching, but I'm sure it's going to be a busy night with this rain coming in, pressure's dropping as well. So yeah, oh yeah, There we go.
Oh, here we go. My moment now, is it? No, Daz turned up this evening. What time was it, Steve? He turned up with Andy, didn't he?
Yeah,
he turned up probably about this 1 o'clock this afternoon, and Daz had his rods out for about an hour. And he had a 24, was it 8, was 24-8. So
nice.
yeah, you'll be able to get some pictures now up on the screen, won't you? Right, well it's 4 o'clock and we're over in Daz's swim.
Let's have it.
What peg you in, mate, again?
36, buddy.
36. How'd you have it?
Yeah, I had it on a pink Magic
Magic Bean.
That's
the one.
You know it is.
Yeah.
Best bait in the game, baby.
Yeah, nice, man. You've been here for what, an hour with the rods out?
Yeah, man.
Been at Burners Hall in the week.
Yeah, I'll go in.
And he's had a fish straight away, so fair play to you, mate, and hopefully there's many more to come.
Come on, man. He's a gem, mate. Jimmy. Yeah?
Oh, I'm 33.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
ParkerBaits doing it again.
But yeah, mate, he had that one, so he's happy now. He's off the mark. And I think it's now about 29, 30 fish out in total.
Half of the people have caught, so
half the
that's quite a good start. Really,
yeah. So happy days.
So there it is. That's the view. That's the update. I'll see you soon. Get me my coat. Get me my coat. Oh no! As if it goes now. So here we are, guys, in the Amazon rainforest. Playing a wild wasabi. He's pulling my line. This is absolutely crazy. I've never witnessed rain like it. I'm soaked. I saw the rod pull up, fish just boshed there in front of me. I saw the rod pull up and then bang, we're in. I come out, I'm connected to something now. There's about 50 different t-shirts over Steve now, stopping the camera from getting wet. But fingers crossed I can get this in. And I'll show you in a second. We're absolutely soaked. Rob's soaked, I'm soaked. The whole team's soaked, baby. Come on and ParkerBaits. Yes. On green line as well. I'm trying, mate. I don't want to. I'm not doing much more. I'm going to be bullying it. Bring that net. Go on, boy. Get in that net. You're so cute. So Bosh, there it is. Fish number 2 for me, and I've not really been able to get the rods out on this social, but it's been very nice to be able to go around and speak to everybody. But when we've sort of been getting back, and obviously within this rain, we've been able to flick rods out. So a nice scaly one. I don't know what we're going to give in this, 16, 15 pounds, something like that. Nice scaly one. And believe it or not, and I haven't told you already, I've had both the fish on orange Magic Beans. Sometimes I neglect the Magic Beans when it comes to the orange ones, but I put them on this session and it's done the do. So thank you very much to ParkerBaits. Thank you very much, this mirror. Happy days. How is it, mate?
Really good.
So there they are. We've just ordered food, and I'm going to touch on this now. So we've got some spring rolls. We've got a massaman curry down here as well.
Again,
because it was so good last night. So that's what we're having. So next up, we got a special fried rice. Now we had this last night. I'm not going to lie. King prawns, proper. And I would say very fairly priced as well. So when you are here, chips as well. Check out the Thai place. It's on site. And yeah, highly rate. Lovely, blooming, jubbly.
Do you know what? It's not often I give takeaways around Linear Complex 10 out of 10 because most of them are, without saying it, but they're not the best, you know. But these, mate, are amazing.
Lovely.
So
lovely.
good.
Lovely. Well, the camera's been put in my face, and I'm just finishing my Nutella biscuit, and it was absolutely unbelievable. Now, I'm not normally one for biscuits, but if ParkerBaits made biscuits, I tell you what, get yourself some of them, because that is a party in your mouth, as Lee likes to say. But it is 9 minutes past 8. No further action. The rain has finally stopped. I just had a curry like no other. I know Steve sat in front of me, Rob sat at me, we're all sort of like this at the moment because it was heavy but absolutely beautiful. Really, really, really nice, real tasty curry. I'm normally one for a vindaloo. If it's anything under a tikka, I say I'm not going to try it. But last night I took the dive and had one of these Massaman curries, and I haven't had one since Thailand. And I know I said it earlier in the video, but that hands down was the best Massaman I've had in this country, and it really is a nice. And to have it on the bank with the lads, absolutely
delivered
brilliant.
to your swim.
Delivered to your swim as well. Ian come round, absolutely lovely. So yeah, very, very nice. So like I said, check them out. So plan of action is, or as I say, plan of action was, or sort of where we're at the moment. I've actually put a bit of bait out earlier. Quite a bit of bait out earlier, if I'm honest with you. And I know Rob's smiling behind the camera. I had some OG fish chops. Now I've put 3/4 of a buckets out on a spot. You know, not a massive bucket, a smaller bucket. 3/4 of that out on a spot. There's a little bit left, but I'm going to use that for a bag because we haven't got any rods on it at the moment. Toby next door, fishing similar sort of wraps, has just had one, which is interesting because are they now moving down? That wind's now stopped. Are they going to go up the other end? But obviously it's been relentless, the duration, the last sort of 2 to 3 hours, thumping down this end. Now I'd like to think that the fish will hover until the wind starts being proactive again, but hopefully them fish do hold down there, because there was a lot of showing earlier. I've not seen showing like it, but it was like very sporadic. It was coming in and going, meaning it was stopping, and then all of a sudden you would see like 20 shows at once. All of us sat here fascinated in the bivvy watching it, like really, really interesting to watch. All different types of shows and stuff. But look, what we're going to do is this evening I'm going to bring them rods back, sort of just off the back of where we were seeing them shows. We're going to put 2 rods on that. Myself and Rod, fortunately, can get a rod out each, and Steve's fishing next to us and he's getting 2 rods each, because if you double up in the peg, you've got to fish 2 rods each in this particular peg here on Oxlease. So that's the plan of action tonight. I'm going to go in with the Magic Beans. I'm going to fish an orange Magic Bean over the top. I think I've got a couple of points of maggots about as well, which I'm going to do some Medusas on the top and maybe fill up them bags. And I know Rob's going to do the same. We're going to fish 2 rods on that spot. We've committed a bit of bait. We're going to sit back. This is a bit of a social. We're out of everybody. It's exciting, and hopefully we can nick one off that. And just down from me, another fish has come out. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't realise there was many ghosties on it, but on the screen now it's a bit of me. Anybody who watches the ParkerBaits channel knows I love a ghostie, and here it is on the screen now. What an absolute banger. And Steve, what was it, 27? 27.7? But nevertheless, it's a £20 ghostie now. It would definitely make me smile. So there it is. Well done to you, and time to lock onto the water. Happy days. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow, what a weapon! Yes, right. What a weapon!
ParkerBaits.
Madness,
Big Mac 10%.
Come on.
Thanks, guys.
Unbelievable. Absolutely, everybody's here, everybody's reeled in. What a moment. Biggest fish in the lake, baby. ParkerBaits social. Lake record. Wow, what an absolute moment. 48.4. I can't quite believe it. Like I said, on the ParkerBaits social, I'm lost for words if I'm honest with you. Lake record, I think, not 100%, but what a fish.
Here we go. ParkerBaits social. Possible new lake record for Oxlease. Now, come on. 48 pounds, well, and a half ParkerBaits social. Lake record. Fist bump, mate. Go on, don't use it. Look at that, mate.
It's a submarine.
Wow, mate, that's huge.
It's on the G4, baby!
Get in there.
Come on! Have a little dance! Come on, the ParkerBaits!
Well, I'm a little bit squinty idea, but I'm smiling because that was so in the end we looked back at the scales and actually is 48.7. I say that again, 48.7. I can't quite get my head around that when I say it, but that is absolutely ridiculous. And I was going to say the biggest fish I've seen in the UK, but it isn't, because the Beast of Brasenoses, when we see that a couple of years back. But yeah, what a moment. Oxlease, ParkerBaits social, not only throwing up a load of fish, but throwing up something absolutely mind-blowing. And the thing was, I'm lost for words. I really can't put into words how I feel right now, and I didn't even catch the fish. It was wide, it was wonderful. And believe it or not, hear this, I'm 99.9% sure, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's the same fish Oscar has. So I'll put Oscar's pictures up on the screen now, and I'll put Dave's pictures up on the screen now. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So I'm going to leave it at that. Everybody's here. Come on the Carp, come on the ParkerBaits. Yes. Right, well, it's now 10 past 11, and if I'm honest, I can't quite believe what's happened this evening. I'm just sat on my bivvy. I'm not shaking, but 48.7, 48 pound 7. Just like when it was in front of me, like that is it. That is the pinnacle of your carp fishing. When you see a fish like that, that is just taking things to a whole new level. Like that. That's the thing that I lay at bed at night and I sit there and I dream about every evening. That is the moment, you know, of fish over 45 pound, and to get a 48.7. I know I keep saying the same words or the same numbers over and over again, but that is just, yeah, my head is just all over the place at the moment on a ParkerBaits social. And it doing it again.
Still yet to be confirmed about a late record.
Still yet
by
to
this
be.
time we will know,
Yeah,
won't we?
Yeah. So when this video's live, guys, I'm sure you would have seen it on the. By this point, you would have seen it on the linear page. You would have seen it all over our social media. So go over to our social media, have a little look. Just banging Google ParkerBaits, and then it will come up on Facebook, or banging ParkerBaits in Facebook, Instagram. And it will come straight up, and then have a little look and you'll see on there exactly, because obviously we'll confirm it on the official post whether it was a late record. But off the top of my head, and I've got a few lads around me now, what is the...
It's around 46, I'm thinking 47.
47, so even if you said late 47, so at 48.7, we're there. But who knows? I don't care at the moment. I've got a rod out. But to be honest, I feel like reeling the rod in and just putting it up against the bivvy. And I know Rob said the same, I know Luke said the same, and Steve's over there as well, and we're all in the same boat. We've all had an absolute wonderful evening. It's been a moment that I will cherish for the rest of my life, to be honest with you. Call me sad, anybody watching this who's not a fisherman. That is a moment to remember. And I'll say it one more time, that is what I do. I sit there in the evening, and that is what that is the moment you dream about as a carp angler, and there's nothing more to be said. So that is the updates of all updates, and we are now 23:13. I know I am blown away. I'll see you soon. As if, mate. 29. Was it 29 on the nose?
Bang on, wasn't it?
Bang on, yeah, it was, yeah. 29 on the nose, mate. Yeah, Jordan's pulled out of the bag. You put much bait out, mate? Or
about a bucket.
It's about a bucket, not much.
Full bucket of like spod mix.
Yeah, nice, mate, nice.
Double corn, Ronnie.
It's been hard going, mate, isn't it, really?
Yeah, as down here, especially when I was catching along the bank.
And we saw something special earlier, mate, but we're not going to say too much on that, are we?
Not going to ruin that, mate, now. Come on.
So there it is, fair play, mate, absolute banger. Another one for this evening. Smashed it again, yes. Fair play, mate. How many fish now?
2 now.
Fish number 2.
Had the first one, didn't I?
Yeah, mate.
Thought I was off to a flyer, and then it slowed right up.
Yeah, no, you're doing well though, mate. Hopefully you can bag a few more and get yourself up on that leaderboard, but smashed it yet again, mate. Get in there. And there we go, look at that. Swimming away, absolutely beautiful. And you can see just how cold it's getting here. Look at that. Lovely evening. Oh, mega. Well, there's Rob in front of me, and take care, mate. So that's Jordan sorted, and myself and Rob are heading back.
It's so cold.
It is, isn't it? Mate, you can feel it.
Oh, mate, my hands.
Yeah, the temperature's dropped. So is that going to kill the fishing, or is it going to turn it on?
Mate, especially fishing with you when we've had that a quick temperature drop, mate, it does change it, and sometimes not for the good, really. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be interesting. Well, I think Rob tried permanently borrowing Jordan's hedge torch there, so I nearly fall over. I'm in Crocs because of my foot, and it's really slippy here because of the rain. It's been horrendous, but I'm back now in the swim. Rods are out. Oh, Steve's got one out, and me and Rob have got a rod out each over there, so 3 rods out over there. Happy blooming days. There he is.
Here he is.
Well, after all that pandemonium, that's a word, isn't it? Pandemonium. I've had a shout from my neighbour, Jack, and he's in. Right hand rod. Anything you can do, I can do better, mate. Eh? Is this going to be £50 or what?
Oh, I don't know. It feels a bit head shaky. So I don't know. Who knows?
Right, so here it is then. Peg 29. Jack's second fish, and it was what was it, £20 at 8 ounces, mate?
Yeah, that's correct, mate. Yeah.
Happy day. Second one on the session.
Second one.
Got to be happy with that, mate.
Yeah, very happy with that.
It's got. Sorry, mate. I was just going to say it's got a couple of scales missing. Look, it's got like a few scars, a few marks on it.
Yeah, it's a lovely fish, but after seeing that 48 pounder on the chat, it looks a little bit miniature, but it's a lovely carp. Second one of the session, so. Very pleased with that.
And we're going for most fish now, aren't we, rather than biggest fish?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I don't know. There might be another monster out there. Who knows?
Well done, that man. Happy days. Well done, mate.
Cheers, bro.
How's it been going for you then, Toby? Talk to me then, mate.
Well, not bad. I've had 6 runs, landed 3.
Yeah.
What a great introduction to the Parker Social.
There you
and
go.
All on OG with a nice little bit of a yellow topper.
Happy days. Well
Beautiful.
done, mate. Well
what
done.
A beauty.
This one's £29. You've had a 29. What else have you had?
28.
A 28.
And a 26.
20.
All mirrors. And I can see my reflection smiling in the water.
Lovely jubbly. There we go. Toby's first social, and well done, mate. Happy days. There's the other side. What an absolute banger, and well done, Toby. Yes.
Get in there, you nozzer.
Oh my god, look at the colours in that.
That's mental, isn't it?
So here he is, Mr. Jack Newman, and I spoke about him at the beginning of this video, and I said, he really can make it happen. He's going to do it, and he's done it, so look at this. How big, mate?
£30 on the nose. Literally bang on the nose.
I don't know how many 30s it is now, but that is an absolute banging 30. You've got some lovely colours coming through on it.
Absolutely beautiful fish.
Unbelievable. This isn't the only one you had. Now, I couldn't get round for the other one last night, but Aaron did. How big was that one, mate?
It went £20, 8 ounces, I believe.
£20, 8 ounces. We'll put that on the screen now for you guys, so check that out. Let's get a little bit closer. Absolutely unbelievable fish, that is. Real cool one. Lovely tail on it as well. Well done. Jack, we'll quickly show you the other side. I'd definitely like to see the other side on this one. Right, well, I've got Aaron taking the mick out of me behind me. You can hear him creasing up. I'm glad I didn't get that on video anyway, but here he is. There's the other side of Jack's fish. An absolute banger. And a lovely backdrop as well, and then reeds behind. But Jack, well done, mate. What'd you have it on?
That one came to a little OG fish wafter.
Good
Fished
man.
over, yeah, just over OG fish, hemp and corn, so.
Happy days, happy days. The man who can, Mr. Jack Newman. Fair play. Get in there. Well, Dino's had a bit of a carnage morning, mate, ain't you? You had one, called me, and he go, mate, I've had another one. Lovely scale up the back there. What's been doing the do, mate?
It's this and the tiger, innit?
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, just a little bit of foam on it.
Lovely jubbly.
And, like I said, a bit of everything, mate.
Little buffet you were fishing yesterday, weren't you?
OG fish, boilies and Energy fish pellet.
Lovely. There you go. So there it is, his first one. We're going to get this one back and show you the other one. He reckons it's a little bit bigger. So happy days. There we go. There we go. It's a Bosch. There it is. Dino's second one. £28, and this was on exactly on the same hook bait, mate, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Part of a double take this morning, and I know Dean's happy. I'm certainly happy. And nice hat, mate. Nice beanie.
Thank you very much.
Get in there.
Over the moon.
Well, good morning, and what a morning it's been already, and a few fish out around the lake. You know, you had Jack over there with the £30 on the nose. He always seems to get involved, Jack, a good friend of mine in Tom's. But yeah, he nicked one, then my cousin got involved. He had a 28, and I think it was, and a 25.8 off the top of my head. Two lovely fish. Again, every fish in here really is nice. Toby had one this morning as well, and that has pretty much been about it. And also, Lee's got in the action as well. So I'll throw this up on the screen. But yeah, Lee, mate, good seeing you again. Although we were out on the bank last week together, me and Lee, so it's really nice, and also nice to get out on the bank again with him. Obviously over this weekend. So live updates on our Oxlease leaderboard here at the ParkerBaits socials up Linear Fisheries. 48.7 biggest fish. What do you say about that? That is ridiculous. And the biggest fish to date to come out ever on a ParkerBaits social. I scratch my head because a 48-pounder is a fish of dreams in my eyes, and anybody that can say they got a PB in excess of £40 in the UK, I think's quite an achievement anyway. But something to a late 40 and to look like it did, it was crazy fish. But just obviously, I'm not going to go through all of these guys, but just picking on a few here. Fair play to Aaron Blansford with his £30 free, but mate, you have been knocked out the water. Absolutely knocked out the water. But no, it's nice to get out of Aaron. Again, South Coast saying he's got his own YouTube channel, check him out. But yeah, really good, and he's had a couple of 30s on his last few trips here at Linear. I mentioned about Dean, he's had 3 now, so he's had a 21.12, a 25.8 and a 28, so I was right earlier, so it was a 28 and a 25.8 he had this morning. But the funny thing is, at the moment we're in a scenario where there's 3 people. So you got Connor with 3, Dean with 3, Toby with 3, and also Jack Newman with 3. So obviously we've got a most fish award as well, and also 5 kg of bait. So this is getting a little bit spicy now, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the duration of around the next, we're just over 24 hours now. I think we'll be finishing, what time does the klaxon finish the moment? 11 o'clock. So there it is, that is the update. Instead, my head, this is what I can't even get my words out, my head's still all over the place because of obviously what happened last night, if I'm honest with you. And to be on a ParkerBaits social, it really has made it. So I'm going to leave it at that. Steve's getting texts on his phone, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's breakfast time. Finally sitting down for a couple of minutes there, and bacon on in there. I've nicked my cousin Gareth's Ridge Monkey there, but we've got a lovely view in front of us. Beautiful out there, sort of flat calm. There's a bit of ripple over the back there. But very slow across the board, but a dramatic change in the temperature. You can sort of almost feel it. Everybody's got jumpers on, so everybody had t-shirts on. It's a little bit different. It's going to be interesting to see what today brings. A little breakfast update for you. See you in a bit. Right, well there he is. One of the Linear bailiffs has obviously come over, and he's officially confirmed it, put 2 pictures together, and it is the biggest fish in the lake and a new lake record. What a moment. And just to clarify now, 48.7 new Oxlease mirror lake record on the ParkerBaits social on a bean. So happy days, all to be said, and we've got a beautiful day ahead now, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad that's confirmed, and happy blooming days.
on TV. Please do not swear.
Not bad, mate, not bad. So that's about rod length off.
No.
Rob's redoing his rod.
I'm gonna redo that one.
Little bit, not like Rob, he's reeling it in.
Redo it.
I thought he was the biggest bow I've seen all weekend.
Ended up in peg 22, this line.
So back to Rob Cat.
Just short again. That's still short of the island though.
Yeah, now it is. And you can valid for a year and you can go round.
So here he is, Mr. Andy Swimbooker, and you done it, mate.
Yes, mate.
So what happened?
After a long wait, well, we was on the gravel bar for the first couple of days, and this morning I decided to change it.
Yeah.
I put 3 single magic beans out, one of each colour.
Love that.
Bit further out.
Yeah.
No bait round them, just random spots. Yeah. Complete pub chucks as far out as I am allowed to go.
Yeah.
And resulted in one eye willy.
So what we do is we'll show the other side in a second. But yeah, really interesting. It's actually got an eye missing. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll turn it around now and show you the other side. Happy days and well done to you, mate. So there he is, one-eyed Willie, and there's the other side.
One-eyed Willie and the fish.
What a moment, and I'm glad you've had one, Andy. You've been working hard, mate,
Yeah,
the whole time we've been here. It's been great laughs, ain't it, all round?
Absolutely, always is.
Absolutely.
God bless the magic beans.
Happy days, happy days. Well done, mate. Wow, see you later, one-eyed Willie. And what a view that is. Unbelievable, beautiful lake. Happy times. And I think Luke just tripped up behind me. Can we just take a minute here? So Scarlett and Jake, ParkerBaits ambassadors, and now that is a motor, isn't it? That is something special. That one day I would like something like that. I really would. Maybe something a little bit bigger for the lads, because I'm always going, although there's plenty of space in that. But look at it, I love the kit on it. Really does set the car off. Lovely. Look at that. Beautiful thing. Get in the comments down below and let me know what you think. But peg 1 is their peg over here. So Scarlett and Jake, so we'll pop in and have a little chat. They're laughing away. How are you both getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm struggling a little bit, but
It's been slow, mate, up this end, hasn't it?
yeah,
But I
very
think the
slow.
fish have been holding in that middle bit, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Holding in that middle bit. Let's show you the pedal. There he is. Rob's getting involved and all. He's gone through. Yeah, we're quite tight in here, so. But this really can be a good peg, and if you can get right in up over to your left over there, but you are not cornered off, but there's only certain sort of distance you can go out. But mate, look here, it's beautiful down here. Absolutely beautiful. One end of the spectrum to the other in comparison to the rain yesterday, which is crazy. But yeah, hopefully they can nick one before we leave. We're going to have a little wander now, and I'm going to sort of take you around, have a chat with some people, and go from there. Happy blooming days. Look, I just said a minute ago how beautiful it is, how lovely it is, and now it's absolutely smashing it down.
Can't wait.
I'm getting wet, I'm getting soaked as I say this, and the camera's just not doing it justice. But yeah, it's horrible. It's raining and we need to get back, so we're going to touch base. There's Nick over there, peg 3. But yeah, time to get back because it's ruined. We're running low on spare clothes, mate, aren't we?
Because the vents are open on the bivvy.
Oh, and the vents are open on the bivvy, so we probably should
Wet beds.
Oh no, give them a call. We are the other side of the lake, rods are in, and we wanted to touch base with a couple of people. Like I mentioned, we actually come back out because it was raining, and we went back, and now we're back out again because there's been a break in the rain, and I really want to talk to some of the guys that have been catching on the bank so you guys can take something away from this video and maybe potentially using it in your own angling. So we're going to touch base with Aaron first and see how he's getting on. Quite short, isn't he?
Keep his hands still, he says.
Fair play, mate.
Just on the fit. Is my hat alright?
Is your hat alright, mate? I think you look
it's a little
alright.
fish right around. Sometimes I feel when he's up like that, and I'm like, you know, when I catch a £30 common, it's going there, mate. That's the target. So, yeah. Hello.
Right, well, the man himself, Aaron. Yes, you, mate. I'm talking about you. So you've had a good session, mate, haven't you? You've had 2 fish.
2 fish, yeah.
And your second 30 from Linear, am I correct?
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah,
back to back trips to Linear, mate. 2 30s. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. So I couldn't make the B1 social, unfortunately, due to work and other commitments. So I jumped in after the social finish because I had a bit of spare time, and obviously I caught my first ever £30 15 ounce it was. And I've come down to here to Oxlease, and I was like, I can't miss another social. I've got to get it off. So I managed to get the time off work, and I've come down, and yeah, I saw some fizzing out about 12 wraps. So I've chucked a solid bag out, and it was probably out for about 13-14 hours. Because I'm a big fan of leaving a bait out. In the sort of short time that I've been carp fishing, I've had success on leaving baits out. I know there was a trip I did at Limbrook, and I left a bait out again for about 12 hours, and it went off. And you know, I always feel like you don't necessarily need to worry about the colour of your bait fading or the flavour of your bait fading, because I'm pretty sure that when the fish come across that bait, they will nail it. And that's what happened here. The bait was out for 13-14 hours, and bang, it was away, nailed it, just ripped off. And so I caught that fish, 30 pounds and 3 ounces it was.
Yeah, that was it, mate.
It's my second 30 ever. Both this year, back-to-back sessions at Linear, one on B1, one on Oxlease. Anyway, I wrapped that back up, 12 wraps, back out again on the solid bag with the white Magic Bean, and again, tore off 30 minutes later, and it was a 21.8, I think it was.
Common though, this one, wasn't it?
21.8 common, yeah, it looked
nice.
bigger, but yeah, it's brilliant. So my target was a £30 common this session, but I've had a £30 mirror. You can't complain, can you? Can't grovel at that.
Mate, I've already ever had 130 common in my life, so they're not easy to get. But yeah, well done, mate.
So there we go.
So just very quickly, mate, do you just want to touch base on your YouTube channel, what's it about, and a little bit of a plug?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if you're giving me the platform, yeah. So if you want to come over to my channel, South Coast Angler, I sort of try. I'm not like you won't learn a lot from me because I'm not like a guy that's been carp fishing all his life. I've just been doing it a couple of years. I've started a journey where I'm basically just learning as I go, and a lot of you guys that already watch me,
great watch,
brilliant,
I love it.
You know, and I try to bring a little bit more of a sort of less serious side to it, a little bit more relaxed,
Definitely
a few jokes, and
yeah,
and I like to do some collabs as well with some of the other ambassadors and that. So yeah, brilliant. If you want to come over, South Coast Angler. Brilliant. And also make sure you subscribe if you're not already to ParkerBaits, because I guarantee there's a lot of people, a high percentage of people that watch these videos that aren't subscribed. So go down and hit that subscribe button.
It's just quite interesting really, and a nice little chat there with Aaron, and like he said, head over to his channel and have a look. But now you join me in Jack's peg, and we're going to go over and have a little nibble and see what he's been up to. Chew his ear off a bit, shall we say. So let's go and have a look. Right, so here we are. He's got all the gear here, Jack. He's always got all the stuff. Look at it, lovely bivvy, tracker. And look at that for a setup. Lovely and tight. Pretty naughty that, isn't it? Lovely jubbly. Hi mate.
How are you, buddy?
How are you? Well?
Yeah, not bad at all. Yourself?
Yeah, good. So it's been in a bit of an eventful sort of couple of days, mate, isn't it, really, for you?
Yeah, it's been slow, but yeah, it has been eventful. I've had 3 fish now, so I'm well happy with that.
Yeah. And that puts you now, I mean, it's anybody's game. I think there's 5 people on 3 fish. So that most fish trophy or bundle, yeah, could be in your back pocket, mate. So it's going to be interesting.
Could definitely be. I mean, it's all there for takings now. I mean, I know Connor's on 3 fish. A few people around the lake are on 3. Yeah. It's one of them ones, isn't it? You've got to keep going.
It's going to be one of them nail-biting moments all the way till tomorrow. So what you been doing then, mate, in regards to your baiting approach since you've been here?
So I turned up initially, there was a few fizzing in front of me. I turned up a bit late, so whether that or not, that's why they were in the peg, I don't know. No one was fishing there. There was unpressured water. They were all fizzing out in front of me. Therefore, yeah, I just chucked a few little mesh bags on them, and yeah, it didn't result in anything, unfortunately. So I decided for the night I'm going to put 3 rods on a spot. So that's what I did. 3 rods on a spot, come to 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Bang. Had
And
a
it
fish.
happened?
It was in the net, yeah.
So
And then
yeah, go on.
in the morning, I think it was roughly about I'm going to say 6:30 this morning. I had that 30-pounder, which was just
lovely, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely smashed it. And do you mind going over? I mean, you've got your mix here, so what have you got in there then, mate?
So I got hemp, I got tigers, I got corn, and I got boilies there. They're the OG fish in 14 mil.
Look at that. Freezer or shelf life?
Freezer.
Oh, lovely jubbly. And if I go in this bucket there. Let's get some of them out. So shelf life is a lovely soft bait as well. So look at that. There's a little bit more of an insight on Jack's mix there. And that is his view. And this is peg 29, do you say? Yeah, peg 29. Look at that flat spot out there. Nice one, mate.
Cheers, fella.
Here he is.
Hey, how's it
Mr.
going?
Baitman Dan.
Yeah.
Good to see you, mate.
You know it.
Didn't do, not last night, night before, did you? You turned up a little bit late.
I turned up for the draw, and then we all did the draw, picked up eggs. I brought a friend down here who also got on the social.
Yeah.
And I'm currently down in his peg at the minute because, like I say, it's not all about the fishing, it is a social. So we're all having a bit of a chill and saying hello to each other because we don't get to chill much.
No.
And it's just nice to be out.
It really
out of the factory,
is, mate.
not making bait. I haven't got OG fish all over my fingers. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's nice.
No.
It's just nice to be out. So yeah, I didn't do the first night. Came back yesterday morning, and then there was a few fish showing, and it looked good for it, but it just didn't happen for me up in my swim. And it's been the same for the people. A few swims to my left and a few swims to my right as well. So there's definitely areas of the lake when you're going around and you're looking on the map. You can see that the fish are definitely going into areas as such and not so much into others. So fortunate for the ones that are in there and unfortunate for the ones that aren't. But what can we say? The biggest fish in the lake came out last night. Do you know what I mean? Oh, ParkerBaits doing it again. That is it, and that makes me proud because I make that bait that they caught that fish on.
You know, mate.
You know,
you
yeah.
know.
So
there it is. Like I said, not Theo's peg, but look at that for a view. And nice to see Theo away from the factory and enjoying his time on the lake on the ParkerBaits social with the lads and ladies. Happy days. And finishing off on this side today is the other half of the caravan carpers, Luke. Very some of my best mates. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a touch base with him in a second. We'll look at that for a view. This peg again, lovely bivvy. All the gear. So yeah, that is this part of the lake, but I don't want to put Luke off because he's fishing all the money out there. So look at that. We'll touch base with him in a second and see what he's been doing. How's it going then, mate? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's been going good. Been struggling for the past couple of days. Fish have been showing, but yeah, just tried new tactics. Fish have shown a bit longer at 20 wraps now, so I thought put 2 on the spots where I've seen them at. Hopefully nick a bite. Lost one at 3:20 this morning. It went across all 3 rods.
Oh, no.
But other than that, you've just got to keep going, haven't you?
It's been hard going, mate. The fish haven't been quite getting up this far. They've been sort of holding in that middle bowl. Your brother's sort of taken a little bit of advantage of that, and he's sort of been getting off the back of that sort of main body.
Yeah, they've been sat main bowl of that water and they've not really ventured down this. But the few fish have started showing again. You've just got to keep your eyes on the water, find where they are, and hopefully nick a few bites.
So there we go. There we go. Like you said, hopefully he can nick a few bites. And we've got till, what is the time we're off tomorrow, Rob?
Rod's in at 11.
There you go, Rod's in at 11, so still plenty of time. Another night ahead of us. And I'm sure Lukey boy will make it happen. So there it is, that was Luke's peg. And me and Rob, knackered, mate, you?
Yeah, it's been a lot of walking.
The
days are flying by, aren't they? They're going so quick.
They are. So we're going to head back now. That is the plan of action.
Alright, mate?
Mate, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You good?
Yes, very good.
Oh, nice. Been a bit tough up this end of the lake, mate, hasn't it?
It is. I've come off of, I was using solid bags, so I've decided to come off the solid bag
And I've gone now for a couple of 14s with a mix that's got pellet
Is this your mix?
and
Yeah.
crumb.
Very nice.
Some nice little flat spot on juicing that's been sitting there for at least 40 days before it came. And hopefully that tucks it. Look.
Fish showing close in just below.
But you can see, look at those great flat spot. Look at that. That's how good the
Mad.
product is, really. You know what I mean?
Everyone's getting flat spot in the lake. It's just flat spots everywhere.
It's
But
absolutely fantastic.
fingers crossed, mate. You can get one.
I really do. I
before
really
tomorrow.
do. It will be good.
Yes, mate.
So here he is, Lukey, the main man, and the reason why I say that is there's been a few people down over the social saying to me, Ben, where is Luke from the videos? And here he is, he's back here again in another ParkerBaits video. So I don't need to be here with Luke, because what he's going to do is I'm going to let you talk through exactly what you've been doing then, mate, and showing the viewers everything that you've been up to. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lukey's back.
I'm back, baby. Here we are. Join me in my peg. Got all 3 rods out. I've got a little spot about 15 wraps out on fishing. Not too far, but the fish haven't been far out. There's no point fishing in excess of 20 wraps if they're not there. So I got 2 magic beans and a nice bit of corn, fake corn on there. Put a bit of bait out, but it's done me 2 bites, so I can't complain. Hopefully, it's looking good for a bite tonight. So hopefully, I'll have a few more. Put myself back up the leaderboard a bit.
Hopefully, mate. Well done.
So Luke, why don't you show us your peg, mate? How
Come
you got
on,
your
mate.
rods? It's all quite interesting.
It's a nice top there as well, mate. Very
What are you
nice
wearing,
top.
mate? Talk us
look,
through.
Come on.
Plug. Worksclothing.com.
Very nice, mate.
Carpiest clothing in the game. Got my rods. So I'm fishing in between the 2 swims there. Nice spot out there. And then I've got my right hander just off the spot where I saw showing fish.
Oh, nice.
But yeah. This is my baiting approach.
Come on then, let's see. Very nice.
Yeah. Lovely jubbly. Been soaking in there since Wednesday. And
Nice, mate.
yeah.
Well done, I'll give you a fist bump. Come
I
on,
don't
mate.
think you want to.
One thing I have got to ask you, mate,
Yeah.
is because I know everybody loves your food on the channel.
Yeah.
So what we've been eating?
Oh,
what have
well.
we been having?
Well, I haven't really cooked myself much. I've been going to the burger van most times. I think I've had it 5 times so far.
They've been nice though, mate, innit?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
We've been naughty as well. We've all been naughty. Lee's got involved. It's been lovely, mate.
Yeah, it's
innit?
been
Really
lovely.
has. It's
Yeah,
been good.
Got some banging photos from the man himself over there.
They're up on the screen now, guys. Check them out. And there you go, Steve. Work something like that. So there he is.
Main man
Lukey
himself.
boy, main man himself, and good to see you back, mate, on a social. And I'm sure this won't be the last you see of this man. I'll see you in a bit. Cool, done that. Look, Carpy. Now you join me in peg 5 in Lee's peg. Here he is. How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Yeah, good mate, good.
So, how's it all going?
Yeah, not too bad. After that last night, getting that fish was insane. Like,
Yeah,
didn't
unbelievable,
sleep,
mate.
Literally didn't sleep. Got the shot.
Yeah.
Edited the shot straight away. Didn't obviously. You've seen the shot, so guessing it's been up in the video by now.
Yeah, just mental, mate.
And, yeah, managed to get my rods back out. So did a bit of spotting about 3 o'clock in the morning. Put a bit of bait out. Put another bed of bait out. Some OG fish. Load of magic dust. Load of salt, rock salt, and that. And put a couple of bags mini mix pellets with magic beans. One thing I have done with the magic beans though is I've got the liquid, the extra liquid, the flavouring, so I've flavoured them up quite a bit, so they're super strong. I like to leave them out for quite a bit, so I like to add a little bit more of the flavour into them just to make them that little bit more stronger than they are. And yeah, managed to 30. What? How big was it, Luke? 31.
Up on the screen now. Check that out.
31.8. So that was a good surprise. Managed to get back in bed then about 5 o'clock this morning, so I've not really had no sleep, so it's going good. This morning, bit of a tactic change. My spot that I'm fishing is at 18 1/4 wraps. I'm fishing just on the edge of the gravel into where it's probably just dusted over gravel rather than clean gravel.
Yeah.
Just between there and than the silt itself, to be honest, because there's quite a lot of silt out there and there's not that much gravel directly in front. But I've moved slightly left today. And I'm just on a solid bit of gravel there, so I'm going to try that. One on the silt, edge and one on the gravel.
Yeah.
And then I've come close. We've seen a few fish bosh, haven't we?
Yeah. You said to me yesterday, it almost woke you up. You almost felt like it was in your bivvy, mate, didn't you? You sort of said to me, like.
I'm hoping that does me a fish. I'm hoping the left-hand rod short. Obviously not now, a bit of commotion and that, but put a bit of bait, and when we go to sleep tonight,
yeah.
When I'm not spodding and stuff like that, then quiet time might nick one down this edge.
Yeah, lovely jubbly, mate, lovely jubbly. Well, cheers for that, Lee, and love to see you back on the channel, mate.
Yeah,
a massive part of ParkerBaits, and that is his swim, and a little bit of an update for you. And just to put into perspective, just in front of the tips here where these fish have been shown, so it really does go to show that fish do get in, they do feed in real close, and it's always worth a try if you're not having it out in that middle bowl. So there it is, Lee's peg, and like I said, thanks very much, mate. Wow, that's funny. I do like getting out, especially with Lee, and also that was lovely seeing Luke as well. Peg 6, this is Andy's peg. Lovely peg there, don't want to disturb him. And if as you move on up, it goes on from there, and this is where the big one come out from, that peg there directly in front of me. That's Dave's peg, sorry. But yeah, just absolute madness. What I'll do is I'll actually just go over to the peg now. I'm sure Steve will speed this up. So there it is. He's fishing 2 rods, but that is this body of water. Get a good gauge what's going on here. But there you go. So peg 9, here he is. A solid bag, man. Here he is. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, mate.
Thank you for the invite again, bro.
You're going to be seeing a lot of this man very soon. Myself, we're taking a trip, mate. We're going to Euro Aqua, aren't we?
We're going to take the step. You've invited me. I've given the opportunity. Much appreciated.
Yeah, cheers, man. I'm looking forward to it. That will be coming next month, but obviously when you watch this video, it will be on the channel very soon. So what you been doing then, mate?
Solid bagging, as you can imagine.
Silly asking, really, wasn't it?
For the first night, though, because in Euro Aqua there's rules, you're not allowed to fish less than 12-inch hook links, so solid bags are a no-go. So I've just been testing some rigs to check the hook holds. The first night we had 3 fish, hook holds all perfect. So rigs are off, they're going to Euro Aqua, and solid bags are what I know best down here. And then nothing last night, so tonight the rigs are going back on, boy. Yeah,
lovely. And you've been playing about with that. It's lovely, isn't it? It's on like a curved hook. Oh, here we go. So here it is, here's the rig. So do you mind talking us through, mate, what you've done, how you've tied it, sort of the materials you've used?
Yeah, of course.
Please.
As everyone knows, Tom Maker's absolutely famous down for linear fisheries, and I know he uses a lot of the Illusion line. So I've gone and got myself a nice spool of that. I've checked it in the margins, you cannot see the hook link at all. And hook wise is a size 4 curved shank with a little kicker, a few blobs of putty down the hook link just to sink it.
Nice.
With a whipping knot on the bottom. I know Tom Maker does a normal D-rig where it's just at the top, but because we're fishing for big fish, I just wanted a bit more movement.
It's quite interesting that, mate.
And obviously it will sit flat with quite clear.
Plenty of movement there as well, like you said. No, that really does make sense, mate.
And because it's coming into maggot season over in Euro Aqua, me and Ben will be using quite a few of these wriggly things.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I've topped a few off on a fish dumbbell wafter, and that's what done all 3 bites the first night.
Yeah, love that. So, love that. So there it is, a bit more of an insight. Thanks for that, mate. And
yeah, we're still joint first at the top with 3 fish. I think Dean's had 3, South Coast has had 2. I think someone else is on 3 as well.
No, there is a few. I think
There's
Jack Newman. Again, you've put me on the spot. I can't think of all of them now.
There's a few people who are in the running for.
It just takes that one fish. Like I said, I walked past you earlier. I said, "Come on, mate, get one." Didn't I? Come on, mate.
Well, because it's so bright and clear up, as you can see, we've gone on to 2 zigs for this afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll give them a try, and then we'll drop back on the bait tonight.
Yeah. So you've got in there. I don't know if you're seeing
14s
that.
and 18s fish.
14s and 18s, OG fish.
And then I'll add some fish pellets to it before
Lovely
we go
jubbly,
out.
mate. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely.
So thanks very much for that, mate.
Thank you, mate. And
Good to see you. And fingers. I look forward to Euro Aqua, and fingers crossed, mate, you can make it happen. If there's anybody that making I said if there's anyone that can make it happen, I'm sure you will, mate.
Fingers
so
crossed.
like I said, I'll give you one of them again.
Thank you,
fingers
brother.
crossed, mate. And that is Connor's Peg here on the ParkerBaits social, and His little mate with him. Ah, lovely. Well, so I go next door. Look, my cousin's here with Carp. Look at this. What we got going on here then?
Rump steak.
Rump steak.
Garlic and cheese mushroom and some sauteed with bacon and potatoes. Bit of peppercorn sauce.
Look at that.
He says living like on the bankers.
Rank. Yeah, you know. You can make it nice, can't you? Look at that. There he goes. Sitting there with a view. And hopefully you nick one tonight.
Definitely.
Fingers crossed, baby. Well, I'm certainly lagging, to be honest with you. It's just gone 8 o'clock. We're absolutely knackered. We've been doing a lot of footwork today around the lake again and the crocs. So it's been quite intense, to be honest, but it's been lovely to see everybody. But now we're starving, absolutely starving. So we've just ordered a couple of pizzas and some other bits and bobs. So I'll show you that when it turns up. And also it's the KSI Tommy Fury fight tonight, so we're actually going to watch that. Obviously you won't see that on the video, guys, but yeah, I'll keep you in the loop with that later on this evening. But that's the update for now, and you'll probably see me when we got some food. But at the moment, it's, as you can see, the temperature's massively dropped. It's completely silent here. There's just the odd bird noise in the background. Beautiful. Very clear sky out there, the odd star in that, but yeah, and the odd show. Nothing crazy, but nobody's having anything at the moment at all across the whole lake, which is interesting, really.
It's been about 5-6 hours now.
Since nobody's had a bite. That's it. You just said that, didn't you? Yeah. So that's quite interesting. 5-6 hours, no bite. Massive temperature drop. Says a lot, doesn't it? Really. So, yeah. It is cold, it really is. I'm literally tucked up in here. I'm cushy, but yeah, I'm gonna sit back now, and like I said, I'll touch base with you when we're inhaling our food. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, nice pizza. Definitely more one. Steve's got a tandoori one. Nice. What you got there then, Rob?
I don't even know what it's got there. Look, there's like, oh wow. So that's just the, I don't even know.
Show
Really. Pita salad, is it? Just that on its own there?
Jesus
the kebab?
Christ,
I don't know, maybe.
Mate,
we got loads.
So little update time, very stuffed after dinner and alongside the lads, but I'm going to pass you over to Aaron in a second because he's got some footage of Jack. Jack, well done mate, and that now puts him on the most fish. So is he going to keep that going throughout the rest and nobody else catch any more who needs that extra fish to bring him back drawing again, or is he going to continue catching some more fish and run away with the lead? It's going to be interesting. Enjoy Aaron, and I'll touch base with you in a bit.
Jack's only gone and done it again. What do you reckon, mate?
Oh, I don't know, I reckon, yeah, definitely upper 20.
It's definitely upper 20, if not another 30, so let me quickly show you. It's in the net. It's thick, isn't it? Look at it. Well, here it is. Look at this, mate. £31. Jack's done it again. That's the second 30 of the session.
Yeah, definitely one of the best sessions. I mean, 230s, you can't grumble, can you?
Mate, that's banging.
Unbelievable.
And it's a beautiful linear as well. And
Proper old creature, this one.
Yeah.
Probably old as the hills, but yeah, real nice zip linear. Beautiful fish.
Got a bit of character about it as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Well done, mate. Happy days.
Thank you very much.
So there it is, all packed up. That's our view, and we're going to be doing it, the presentation. There's just nothing happening this morning, to be honest with you. After the big uns come out, Andy nicked one yesterday night, just over 19, like we said this morning, from up in the middle, and that is the only bite. The whole lake's done in the last 15 hours, 10 hours, something like that, which is mental, absolutely mental. But time to go up, last barrow load. Steve's there, Toby next door, my cousin, and yeah, that is the plan of action, and I'll touch base with you when we're up there. First of all, thanks everybody for coming. It has been a absolute crazy last 3 days. Now, kicking it off, I think it was quite slow to begin with, I'm sure everybody will agree, and then the fish started coming and coming and coming and coming, and I think there was was it just under 40?
39 fish.
39 fish in total. You know, it's not bad going on a ParkerBaits social, yeah. So well done everybody, and a round of applause to everybody. Something absolutely magical happened, didn't it? Halfway through, it was just absolutely crazy, and a fish like no other. I'm even now struggling to get my words out still, because it was just absolute moving, to be honest. We were all there, and everybody reeled in, and we saw the biggest fish in the lake and a new current record of Oxlease as well, which just absolutely blows my mind, like completely blows my mind. The fish on the mat was the definition of NossaPig. There's no other way of putting it across. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. So we've got an award for that, which was obviously the biggest fish, and I don't think anybody was going to be beating that one anytime soon. So David Macca at 48.7. It's just, yeah. If you'd like to come up, mate. Round of applause. Mate, well done. Well done. You've got that one there. And next up is Jack Newman. Now, a good friend of mine in Tom, supported ParkerBaits from day dot. Fishes local waters with me, been on the channel before, and he always seems to get his nose in, even if he doesn't pull the best peg in the world. He'll always try and nick a few fish, kind of like Terry Earn. He really is, looks a bit like him as well, but you'll probably agree or disagree with me in a second. But yeah, Jack, mate, fair play. So in the end, I think there was 5 people in total, all on 3 fish. And obviously that we've got another bundle down here for most fish, and he nicked it. 31, which then gave you a brace of 30s as well, mate. So fair play. So well done, mate. Thank you very much. So there it is. There's the first one. Lovely trophy there for Dave, mate. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Unbelievable. And then most fish there. Look at that. Well done. I'll shake your hand again, mate. Well done to these two, and happy blooming days. Just very quickly, just before we do this, I just want to give a massive thanks to a couple of people that make these socials work. Now, the first one for me is Rob. Now, Rob helps me massively organising the events. I'm very busy, as you all can imagine, on a weekly basis, but Rob's been supporting me with this, and he's been putting the time in, helping me get the names on, etc. And then when it comes to doing the night shifts on it, it's long. You know, people are catching fish, we're getting up, we don't get any fishing in ourselves. I love it, Rob loves it, but it is intense. So Rob, massive round of applause for Rob.
Robbie, mate.
And just finishing off as well, I just want to touch on Steve as well. He helps me no end on a weekly basis with the videos, with the editing, and he's also been doing night shifts with us on the last couple of socials, going around, getting the video, trying to give the best possible content as a family, as brothers, as a family, and give it to the people, give them what they want. So Steve, mate, I'll shake your hand again. Pleasure working with you. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. So anyway, enough of that. So just before we go, so there we go. We're rolling. out at everyone, yeah? Yeah.
One.
Wait there, wait there.
There you go.
How many buckets we got?
Get that other one.
Load. Hang on. Get
Oh, you've got a big enough one.
50 buckets. We'll roll in. And just bear in mind this camera.
Comments, guys.
3, 2, 1.
Up the boat.
Come on! So there it is, another ParkerBaits social. Hope everybody's enjoyed it. Drive home safe. Thanks again. All the best.
Bye guys. Well done.
Right then guys, that is it. That is a wrap, and I really do hope you've liked this video. Just a little bit more of a taste in your mouth of what Linear Fisheries Complex has to offer, but here at Oxlease. So that is this video. Like I said, just before I do finish this video guys, if you have liked it, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace out.